Inside this video, I'd like to share two timelines. Both timelines produce the same results, and the results are client, cash in the bank, but one timeline will produce the same results but in a lot quicker and a lot more effective way, giving you more time to spend time delivering your passion with your clients, but also giving you more time to spend in your leisure time with your family, chilling, relaxing, and doing what the hell you want. So stick around to watch the end of this video, because this is some exciting. Where does cash come from? So without robbing a bank or doing something unethical or illegal, cash comes from people. Would you agree with me? Cool. So would you also agree with me by saying that people buy from people? Well, I hope so, because they do. And would you also agree with me when I say that people buy from people that they know, like and trust? Brilliant. I know I do, and I wouldn't buy from anybody that I didn't know, I didn't like, and I didn't trust, and I'm sure you're exactly the same. So let me ask you another question. How long does it take for somebody to know you, like you, and trust you, so they feel as though they can hire you, buy your services? I'm assuming that you deliver one-on-one to clients. How long does it take? What is that process? Is it days? Is it weeks? Is it months? In your process, I'm sure you know. But if you remember from my previous videos, I used to do a lot of offline networking. So I used to go to a lot of networking events, 5 times a week, sometimes more, sometimes twice a day. And you can imagine that used to take up a lot of my working day. Just one event in the morning used to take up to 5 hours, and that's including traveling time. And then the cost of that as well, you know, depending on how much I'm charging per hour, that can actually have a big downtime on my investment, in my return investment. So let me explain these two timelines. Timeline A is the manual timeline, so if I just put an M there for manual, and B is automated, that's where I am now, so if I just put A for automation. So I used to go to a meeting, and you might be in the same position as well. So I used to go to a meeting on a morning, and I used to see a potential, or somebody that could have been a good fit, a potential prospect, and we used to sit down. So this was the first time. So let's say this is D1, day 1. So I've met him at the meeting, and this is the first time that we're actually sitting down and we're talking face to face. And I'm sharing what it is that I do in my services. Benefits, testimonials, how I can help and service that person to produce a higher return investment, generate more sales and leads. So that is the first meeting. Excellent. Day 1, that's cool. And you come away from that and the person says, yeah, well, I'm not kind of interested at this minute in time, but I know where you're coming from. Let's get together later on. Let's arrange a meeting outside of this event, and we can take this further. Fantastic. You come away buzzing. Now, what happens? Well, there's two things that happen. One thing that should happen is that you should actually send a thank you email following up. We know that that's what we should do. However, we don't. Now, you might think, well, you know, I do. I follow up, and then I send an email, and then I get them on the phone, and I make an appointment, and I get in there, and I close that sale. Great. You know what? I'm not being funny, but 98% of people that attend networking events, they don't. Why? Because I've been there for quite some time, and they don't follow up. They say they're going to follow up. I've told people that I'm interested in their services, really interested in their services, and they've not followed up. Why don't they follow up? Because they don't want to come across pushy. They don't want to come across salesy. They're scared of being rejected. They don't know what to say to you because they want to say something, you know, fantastic and just, you know, get the words right. So they don't follow up. So what happens is you meet them at that next meeting, which could be week 2. So I'm going to put WK2, week 2. you go to a meeting and you see that person again. Well, that's if they turn up. What if they don't turn up? They're not there, so then you're back in the cycle. Okay, well, you know, that could be a potential client, so you're back to day one again. And that's great, because that's the cycle, that's the sales process of offline marketing that I used to be on. So week 2, what if they are there? Fantastic. You walk up, hey John, yeah, sorry I've not been in touch, I've just been really busy. Yeah, I said I'm going to send you an email, sorry about that. I got tied up with clients, really busy week, but let's sit down today and let's have a chat. That's generally how things go. So yeah, you sit down and you go through the same thing. Yeah, I'm interested. Well, you know, we really should sit down and, you know, let's get our diaries out and plan in when we can see each other outside of this meeting, because there's actually other people here that I want to speak to today. But you know, I am really interested in sitting down and seeing how you can help me in my business. That'd be super cool. Awesome. Okay, well, so because you've got clarification that they are really interested and you didn't approach them, you weren't coming across too salesy, so you leave, you send an email straight away. So we're still on week 2, that same day. So you send this email or you give them a ring, and yeah, you make an appointment. Well, hey, fantastic, you've got an appointment 1. Cool. Well, chances are that appointment is not that week, because, you know, they're going to turn around and say, well, yeah, really busy this week, just want to sit down, let's schedule time in next week, I'm free next Monday afternoon or next Thursday morning, which suits you. Sometimes you don't want to come across too needy. Yeah, well, Monday afternoons I'm really busy, but next Thursday morning, that's super cool, I can do that. Yeah, excellent. So we're now on week 3. So you go to the appointment and you have your appointment. Super cool. You sit down, you go through everything. This looks awesome, this is what I need. Not too sure if this is something that I need right now. Really? We're not salespeople. General entrepreneurs, business owners, we're not salespeople. We are brilliant at doing what we do yourself, you know. You are an expert in your field, in your niche. That doesn't mean to say that you're a super cool salesperson that's going to close that sale straight away. And because you don't want to come across too pushy and needy, you go with the flow. This is what happens. So this goes on and on and on, and you know, we might get to week 5 and you've made a sale. Now, how many times in this process that have you actually delivered value to this person? You've not really delivered value. All you've done, you just got in front of somebody and you've talked a little bit, and you've always tried to get that appointment where you can actually make that sale. You're not really led by value. So that is a long-winded process, and that used to be on. But you know what? You just might find that golden nugget that comes in here and you produce a sale. Boom, fantastic. Let's be honest, how often does that happen? Not that often. You might get that one there. Fantastic, brilliant. That's amazing. When it does happen, it feels great. I've been there, I've done it. But the statistics of that happening all the time is very small. Okay, let me have a look at this timeline. So, somebody sees a Facebook ad, it lands in their newsfeed, it pops up on the right hand side, on the desktop, or on a smartphone, or their iPhone, or on a tablet, wherever they are, and it appeals to that person that's looking at it because it's so targeted. And they say, yeah, I'm interested in this. They click on the ad. They click on the ad and they go through to the landing page, and so they come through to the landing page. Yes, I like what I see. This free offer that this particular person is giving away, I think that's going to help me overcome a few challenges or obstacles or frustrations, or it's going to help me achieve something. So yeah, I'm going to enter my name and email address. So they enter the name and email address and it comes through. So this is day 1, again, same as up here, day 1, and they get the free gift. I'll just write free. So they get the free gift, whatever that is. That's an ebook, which is just a PDF document, or they might have a free video series, or it might be a webinar, but it's something where you can show your knowledge, your expertise in your marketplace. And that is actually delivering value and helping that person overcome something. So that's cool, and that's automated. So while this is happening, you are just, you know, working what you're just doing, what you're doing, what you love doing, and you are servicing your clients, or you're having a late morning. You might actually start until 10 AM now. So this is automated. So day one, they get the free gift. Fantastic. Now, day 3. So let's say that we've scheduled something to come out every 2 days. So via email. So day 3, they now might receive a video that you've pre-recorded and you've put on a web page, or you put on your website, or you've created a blog post with the video on there. So day 3, they receive an email sending them to that video. What are you doing? Well, this is all automated, so you are still spending time servicing your clients, helping them one-to-one, and you still might be having a late morning. So now day 5, and you actually might send them an email to a blog post that you've wrote that you know is going to give them value from a different perspective, or it's going to help them overcome a different challenge that you know that they're currently facing in their business. And again, this is automated. So while this is going off, what are you doing? Well, you're spending time with your clients. You might be having a late morning, you might be having an early lunch, or you might be doing some more marketing for yourself, creating some more Facebook ads, or just clicking the kettle on and having another coffee. So now day 7, 2 days later, you might send them through to another video that you've created that you know that is going to help them overcome a fear, a problem, a frustration, or help them move closer to their end result, their desires that they're looking to achieve. And again, this is automated, so while this is happening, you could be working with your clients, you could be at a networking event, a bigger, larger networking event, you could be doing whatever the shit you want to do. You could be working in your business as opposed to on your business. So now we're on day 9, and another email goes out, and I think you understand where I'm coming from here now. So this is all automated, and while this is happening, this cycle is happening, and this, may I add, is happening, if you can see this down here, this is happening 24/7. So this is so you can't see that, can you? This is happening 24/7, so it doesn't matter if you're sleeping, it doesn't matter if you're working with clients, it doesn't matter what you're doing. This is happening with or without you. This is the system. And then you could send them to another video, you could send them to a survey, you could send them to a podcast that you've created, it could be an interview that you've done with somebody of influence in your marketplace, it could be through to a PR, a press release that's inside a magazine, but this is leading by value. Now you see the difference here. People can get to know you a lot quicker, they can get to like you a lot quicker, and they can get to trust you a lot quicker because you're leading by value. There's nowhere here that you're trying to get in front of somebody, trying to give them proposals, trying to sell, trying to get meetings with, trying to arrange appointments, trying to get them on the phone, trying to chase them down. Somebody's come here because they want the information from you, and then this is all automated, so it's a lot quicker, it's a lot easier, and it's a lot more effective for somebody to know, like and trust you automated than it is here. So what might happen is you might bring somebody to this side into this first section here, and you might actually just give them something else, like you might put an application form in front of them to give them something else of value that says, well, you know what, if you're interested in what we're doing here, I totally understand where you are, but you actually need something a little bit more bespoke to you and your services. What I'm giving you is a generalization of, you know, of how this is going to help you, and these are the steps that you need to take. but you need a little bit more information. So how about if we jump on the phone and have a one-to-one session where I can actually give you something a little bit more bespoke that's going to help you out. So somebody fills that application form in, you get them on the phone, and then at the end of that call, because again you're led by value, you've built up that relationship a lot quicker, that you can get into a sale to produce that sale a lot quicker. Now, this is set up, this is automated, these are already created. So all we need to do is just get this funnel up and running. I hope that video has been of use to you. The question to yourself now, looking at the timelines behind me, which do you think is a lot quicker, a lot more effective? It's going to give you the results a lot quicker, which is going to give you more time to spend doing what you like doing. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you tomorrow with video 6.